very excited that this Mason J just arrived. It is the first ever Mason J. It's basically a Mason with a JFET boost in front of it. It just arrived after getting stuck at 2 different custom stops, but well worth the wait. It's got the same controls as the stock Mason, with the gain, lows, highs, volume, and has 2 extra knobs here and an extra toggle. The J volume is the volume of the JFET boost, and the J boost is kind of the gain of the JFET boost. And then it's got a 3-way toggle for full, kind of a full highs. Middle is kind of like a highs cut a little bit more mid boost, and then the bottom is kind of a darker highs more. The highs are more reduced. So that's the most highs is at the top. And the JFET, so this button turns it on, this button turns on the JFET or not. We're going to compare the two and also compare it with the Harlot. And today we're going to go through this Carina, we're going to use this black limba parts caster, and I'm probably mainly going to use this humbucker. It's a Seymour Duncan Custom 5, I think that's SH14. Hope I got that right, but it's definitely called the Custom 5. Not the SH5, which is a different pickup, but it's the Custom 5, I think SH14. We're going through a 65 Showman and a 67 Showman in stereo. I don't really need to be, I'm not going to be using stereo effects, it's just how I have my rig set up. And the 2 speakers are Blackbird alnico, Jensen Blackbird alnico 100 speakers. All right, done enough talking already, as I'm notorious for, I suppose. And let's put this in here and start recording. We'll start playing through this at least. All right, here we go. Here's my clean tone. I got a little bit of reverb with the Surfybear there. Yeah, sorry, no shoes on this one. At least I have some socks on. All right, we'll start with the stock Mason. J Mason without the JFET, just doing pretty much the same settings as was on the Mason. Got that set a little bit higher. Let's turn that down. I know the highs knob here is a little bit higher than this one. I just found it's voiced slightly differently, but having it there compared to there is about the same sound. Okay, now let's engage that JFET. I have it on the full highs right now, and I got crank that gain all the way up. The gain, the J boost all the way up, it gets really compressed. So I like it just back a little bit more. Also, if you want it to be like a significant boost, you can just crank this up. And so we're playing here. Woo, that is a lot of boost. Not expecting that. Okay, I'm not going to be playing that loud. My neighbors are going to get very upset soon. Let's go through these toggles. So, in case that wasn't clear, this is the top toggle, the middle toggle, the low toggle. All right. So also let's check out if we're starting from a less gainy spot. Put the gain kind of lower. Maybe make this more kind of less crazy to start with. Okay, so it's clean. Now I just got this. I'm learning it too. It's not, the compression isn't so, it's not so much compression when this is maxed out, when this gain is lower. So you get more of that dynamic range when you have the more dynamics with the gain, the main gain lower, and then the as opposed to when that's up. When they're both up full, it's like super compressed. But this is kind of nice when you have the core gain kind of lowish. And then see how bright it can get. breakup. Let's see how subtle we can get with this. So here we can go from pretty clean, I mean that's clean, it's just a humbucker, to edge of breakup. So pretty distorted. I can actually roll that back a little. Breakup, overdrive. That voice, actually, the volume changes quite a bit, especially when this gain is down. When this gain is up, you don't notice the voice changing the volume as much, which is interesting. How does that sound compared to the Harlot? Alright, I'm gonna, obviously right away, the Harlot's got finer grain compared to the coarser gain quality of the Mason. The Harlot also has a little bit more scoops, whereas the Mason is definitely mid-forward. I'm gonna put the Mason back in kind of my go-to position, like I have it on my stock Mason. Let's see, that's about how I have it. The Mason is way thicker and fatter and got kind of more overtones, whereas the Harlot is leaner and crispier. What if I put the highs up on the Mason, turn the lows down a little bit? Oh, that's interesting. This volume is only for this channel, and this volume is for that channel. Did not realize it. So basically, it has two volumes. All right, all right. So. What if we roll this down? See, sound like a didgeridoo. First in line, so the because nothing else before it is on, and they're all true bypass. So this lows is acting as a what is it, impedance? I always forget this terminology. The it's an impedance interaction with the pickups, resonant peak. When you go below 10 o'clock on the lows, that kind of acts kind of like a treble booster. at 21 minutes. All right, you're all probably bored by now. Let's try Uno Mas Ting. Let's, all right. Let's try with this as a Naga Viper clone. It's actually an improved circuit from the Naga Viper. It's less noisy. Not quiet, less noisy. All right, so let's listen to the stock Mason with the Naga Viper. Now, let's try that. That's about enough fun, isn't it? And we could do stuff like... Guitar is already out of tune. Oh, one last thing. I should just go through neck pickup really quick. That was unfair to do all that on a bridge pickup. Oh, God. Right, hold on. Why didn't you edit this out of the video, he said. Because I don't do editing, do I? Wasn't that out, was it? That doesn't sound right. Maybe my ears are fatigued. I don't know what's going on. Neck pickup.